Hey everyone, it's Chris Loud. In this video, I'm going to share 2 intuitive painting exercise demos and go over 4 effective tips to boost abstract painting skills when practicing with art exercises. I'll show you close-ups as well as the final paintings after each demo. The idea for this first abstract painting was from the 50 Abstract Warm-Up Painting Prompts download, which I'll leave information about in the description. The prompt was this. I had a time limit of 20 minutes. For paint colors, I got to choose 3 colors, as well as black and white, and the goal was to harness the energy of splattered paint to add dynamism and spontaneity to the work, embracing controlled chaos. I chose Prussian blue, yellow ochre, and magenta, as well as Mars black and titanium white. So I'm using a piece of cardstock to just cut out a rough circular shape, and using Mars black water-based spray paint to add a few circular spots in this already kind of chaotic background that I have. Now you'll notice that in the goal for this one, using drips and splatters were really kind of the core element that was supposed to be part of this painting. But I decided to start with kind of a rough and chaotic background before applying some of those drips. Typically when I do this prompt, I will start with the splatters and then work around that. But I thought it'd be fun to put a background down and then work the splatters over top of that. And you can see that I've got some areas of magenta that are starting to look a little bit like flowers, and that is a direction that I end up kind of going in, all the while remembering that I wanted to maintain this as an abstract painting. I'm using a stick and a script liner to make some lines and just, again, kind of adding to the chaos of this one. I'll leave a list of the tools and paints that I used in the description if you're interested in those. So the first effective tip is to set your expectations. Intuitive abstract art should be spontaneous and unplanned, but it still helps to have a clear focus before you begin. Be it your color palette, a new tool, or an emotion you want to capture, or maybe your goal is just to paint. Remember, these practice sessions aren't meant to produce perfect masterpieces, and most of the time they're not going to. And if they do, great, that's icing on the cake. But let's be honest, both of these demo paintings in this video are not great paintings. That's not to say I dislike them, but they serve their purpose. The whole reason I did this particular abstract painting exercise was because I hadn't painted in a few days, so I picked a prompt, set a timer, and started painting. So we need to remind ourselves of any possible goals we might have and remind ourselves that the purpose of the exercise is not about the final result. These are opportunities to loosen up, experiment, and be innovative, to practice certain skills and learn and have fun and help yourself get out of your own way. So I keep putting this white mat down and taking a look at this painting, and again, the magenta areas really kind of started looking a little more like flowers. So I just started kind of playing with that thought process and continuing to just put paint down and play and kind of see where this was going. So I lost my voice a little bit the other day, so forgive me if my voice sounds a little gravelly, and forgive me if I have any little squeaks in there as I'm talking. But this painting, like I said, didn't love it. I thought it was kind of a fun one and interesting. But what I did love, and I'll show you the close-ups here, there's some great visual texture in this from the lines and the background and some of the drips. And those techniques I will definitely take forward to other paintings and play with a little bit more. But using a Caran d'Ache water-soluble wax pastel there. But if you look at these close-ups, I think there's a lot of energy in these close-ups, and so looking around that painting, you really can see that and feel that energy and that movement. So the second painting, the whole purpose for this one, I did a video a few weeks ago about using neutral colors to make the colors in your paintings pop. And this was my test painting with the colors and playing with the neutrals. So I was using cobalt blue, cadmium yellow, medium, vermilion, I believe a little bit of Mars black, and titanium white. But I just started putting paint down and mixing different varieties of these neutral colors, darker and lighter, and with a little bit more orange in them, and just really kind of exploring and playing. So that's what this painting is, and then I kind of developed it into something. And I put these two paintings together. I did these paintings several weeks apart, but they I think had a very similar style and energy to them. So I went ahead and put those in one video. So let's talk about number 2 of those effective tips, and that's to paint often. So consistent practice is key. Even short bursts of painting, and I say painting, I mean really any art medium. 10 or 15 minutes, that can spark surprising insights about composition, movement, the interplay of color and texture, and frequent engagement with your materials will help you gain confidence and refine your unique style. And creating daily helps our minds. It enhances creativity, it improves focus and mindfulness, and encourages problem solving. It helps our bodies by refining hand-eye coordination and developing muscle memory. And it helps promote physical relaxation and stress relief. And creating daily also helps our spiritual life by fostering self-expression, enhancing our emotional well-being, and it encourages personal growth. So you can see now that this painting is coming to life a little bit more. And I really like the orange that is showing up in these warmer colors. So number 3, try new techniques. Don't limit yourself to a single approach. Experiment with unconventional tools such as palette knives, credit cards, or sponges, or things around your house, and explore different mediums like pastels or collage or watercolors, something that maybe you don't normally use. And, venturing beyond what's familiar opens up new textures and patterns and ways of expressing your vision, and increasing the variety of techniques in your artistic toolbox gives you so much more to pull from when you're creating. And number 4, evaluate and reflect. After every painting session, pause and assess the results. Note which elements, colors, shapes, textures truly resonated and which ones fell flat. Keep a few quick notes or even snap photos of your progress, or better yet, if you're able to record your painting sessions and watch it back. That helps you internalize each lesson learned and kind of chart your own ongoing artistic evolution. So here's some close-ups. You can see the energy and movement in these, and I'll show you some of the final painting in different orientations. So if you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, feel free to subscribe. And as always, if you have any feedback, best practices, or questions, I'd love for you to leave me a comment. Thanks for watching, and keep on painting.